Because you're not.
But
fuck, it's not even in any fucking conceivable universe in anywhere that there's alien life
said
or you're
10,
9.
so I agree. She's 9.
It's not even possible. How would you ever rate yourself as a 9? This is the most beautiful fucking women on planet Earth are a 9.
Andrew Wilson blows up on this arrogant woman for her insane delusion, rating herself a 9 in this debate, as Andrew Wilson instantly stops this modern woman and calls out how ridiculous not only her but this entire panel is for not living in reality. Let's get in.
Asmongold TV here. Ask everyone to rate their own looks.
Is that actually Asmongold TV?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
We'll go with that.
Ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7. Own looks, physical looks, scale of 1 to 10.
I'm curious, based on what? Like societal beauty standards?
Whatever you want to use.
Well, I'm just curious because there's no such thing as objective, right? So like societal beauty standards are also like
then.
I don't rate myself. I mean, I'm like I'm like comfortable with look, I'll say I'm comfortable with how I look. Obviously, societally I'm not going to be like what the most people might find most conventionally attractive and someone might rate me super low.
So if somebody said that you were a 3, can you tell me, would you disagree with them?
Well, I might truly really not be their preference, right?
I know,
Everything's made up of preferences.
Would you disagree with them?
Well, I think I look better than they think I do.
Great. Whatever that number is,
I just don't know how to
give us
quantify
that.
it.
Whatever
I
that
don't know how to
number, hang on.
quantify it.
Whatever that number is, hang on. Whatever that number is that you disagree with them and you think you are, then give us that one.
But I don't know what number I think I am.
Well, I mean, you disagreed with him if he said you were a 3, so you know you're not that number. So whatever the number is that you think
No,
you're,
I don't think.
hang on.
He
Whatever
can think
no,
I'm a
hang on,
three,
hang
though.
on.
Maybe I'm
What,
not
hang on.
attractive.
Whatever number you think you are that made you disagree with him when he said you were a 3, tell us what that is.
I mean, when I think about this number, it's like it's always like this kind of question is always based on societal beauty standards, because I can say I'm completely comfortable with
many of which are universal.
Right, but I thought we said there's no such thing as objective or universal.
So beauty-
Universal
wait, hold on.
morality is different than
Okay, I mean, I can talk about universal, like as in societal beauty
Okay,
standards.
but so beauty, it's not objective in like a strict philosophical.
Beauty's subjective,
Can you
right?
not interrupt? Oh my God.
Go on.
So it's not objective in a strict philosophical sense, but it's not purely subjective either. It's not just in the eye of the beholder. Mm-hmm. So I think it's at least partially grounded in objective, measurable things.
Okay, so that's what I was saying earlier. If I'm considering how like across society, how like people would rate me, like, I don't know, maybe like a 6.5. I don't know. That's my guess.
Go closer.
I gave you a number.
But you can't pick 7, but you pick 6.5.
Well, it says
so
not
if you had to pick
7.
6 or you had to pick 8.
I'll pick a 6 purely because, I mean, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kate, what about you?
10.
Love it.
8.
Closer to the mics if you can, guys. We heard it. Go.
But
10?
you don't think you're an 8.
No. You're 10.
I really do think I'm an 8. Like we're just saying looks only, right? Like no
Yeah.
other factors. Yeah, I think it's fine.
What? All right.
Wait, you think he's higher?
Pretending to be humble.
You have a thing for Asian guys. I mean, I get it. What?
Okay, Mr. Watches Sex in the City.
Hey, look, it's there's a lot of real, like, relatable, stuff.
Say R&D. Just say R&D.
It was research. But so, Andrew, that's kind of not mean to say,
I'm not mean. I'm not being mean.
He's being nice.
Yeah, what are you
Wait,
talking
you
about?
think he's higher than an 8 or lower?
Compared to like the norms of beauty no, of course not. He's like, fucking shitbag like you. What are we all, 5s? No, I'm less than that. I'm like 4 or 3. Yeah.
All right. Here, let's let everybody answer first, though, before we get into the
10.
What?
Sorry, bud.
8. Okay.
I definitely don't fit into societal beauty standard norms, so I'm going to say 9. I mean, there was even a comment. Like,
I would have said 11, but
I think I'm beautiful. I'm just saying that because what she's saying about like norms, I'm not normal.
There's how comfortable you feel with yourself, and then there's like how other people are going to regard you. There's a distinction.
Right. If we're considering how other people are going to regard me, I'm not normal looking. But I'm going to give
Is
myself
that confusing,
a 9.
Andrew?
What about like just facial attractiveness? Like, so, because
I think I'm pretty.
you're talking about like, because you do bodybuilding, right?
Right.
But that really doesn't change like face much.
I'll give my face a 10.
Okay. What about you?
I would say a 9.
Okay. What about you?
1.
Okay, come on. Really?
I just
Or-
I just reject societal beauty standards.
Okay, all right.
I don't
I'm
wanna
gonna go have a cigarette. This is the most ridiculous numbers I've ever heard in my
This is
life.
actually really pretty
Andrew,
bad.
can I join you?
This is the worst. The
only-
worst I've ever seen. The worst.
Why
No,
would
go
I
ahead.
not
You
be
can go
able to
ahead.
say
I'll-
I think I'm a 9?
What? Where do these fucking delusional shit come? I gotta have a smoke.
All right.
I mean, she could.
I don't understand why I'm not allowed to believe something
You can
that I
believe all
see.
kinds
I
of shit that ain't
confidently
true.
see in
People do it all the
myself.
time.
Yeah, let me know down below if you agree with Andrew Wilson that this panel is basically cooked and delusional on their entire rating system. Because especially this woman claiming that she's a 9 right here, the one next to the bodybuilder, yeah, she's not even close to a 9. And even the bodybuilder, right? She admits that she doesn't fit in, but she still thinks of herself as a 9. Never mind the voice. Even Brian said, well, you look okay from here up. Yeah, but her voice tells a different tale about what she's put inside of her system, namely probably testosterone or something else, because that's the only thing that's going to change that. Otherwise, she would still have a feminine voice. And the other women on the corner, you got an 8, you got a 10. I mean, Amaranth, whatever, she says she's a 10 because she's made tens of millions of dollars. Like, okay. But the societal beauty standards are based on the opinions of other people. It's not what you just feel about yourself. Like Andrew Wilson pointed out, who cares how you feel about yourself? Anybody can delude them, but it's other people's opinions that matter. That's ultimately what creates societal beauty standards, is the aggregate opinion and totality of everybody. That's what really forms it. And there are objective truths, like are your eyes and ears even? Is one leg 6 inches shorter than the other one? Are you 7 foot? Are you 3'8"? Are you 5? Like, there are all sorts of objective things, namely hip to waist ratio, which in a poll years ago across 30 different countries confirmed that all men wanted the same hip to waist ratio. There are objective things that men and women both look for in a mate. And on top of that, it gets to preference and some subjectiveness. But you can't just X yourself out, and you can't just think yourself the 10 out of 10. But hit that like button and notification bell if you're enjoying the video. And if you want to help support the channel, check out the link in the description, and let's get back in.
Okay, but I confidently see something in myself. Is the question how I am viewed by society or how I view myself? Because I've
Shouldn't
interpreted
that
it.
be somewhat grounded in, yes, how, like, so beauty would be something to some degree external to you, like your physical appearance. Absent mirrors and smartphones, that is something interpreted by externalities, other people.
Okay.
So here, maybe we can ask a different question then. So, okay, you think this. You think you're a 9. Going around the table, whatever your rating is, what do you think if you're in a room with a cross-section of 100,000 men, what do you think they would rate you on average? I guess starting with you. And then we'll go that way.
Me?
No, you.
Me?
Yes, you. Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, so the question is cross section 100,000 men.
The average rating of, oh my God.
Oh man, the average rating that they would rate me. Okay.
Yes. Do you want to repeat it one more time?
No,
Okay.
not particularly.
Do you want to answer the question, please?
A 1.
At that rate, I would
Alright,
say
that's just a troll answer. Okay, what about you?
I would say a 6.
A 6. Okay, what about you? Into the mic, please.
9.
9. Okay.
I'd still think I'm an 8.
Well, that doesn't really answer the question. You would still think you're an 8.
Like, based
but
on what?
They would rate you an 8? Or
I
you
think
would
so, yeah.
They would rate you a 3, but you would still think you're an 8.
No, I would still think they would rate me an 8. Have lost a ton of weight. I do, like, even though I'm a little more baggy, I actually have a pretty general preferred body type. I do have plenty of men who come up to me in places and find me attractive and message me, and I have followings on social media, and I don't understand why, like, just because I'm covered up. Like, I have a very preferred curvy body type. My personality is enjoyable, even though I haven't gotten to show that in almost 6 hours on this podcast, but I'm a pretty cool person. So like looks wise, personality wise, like education wise, background wise,
Men-
yeah, I would be an 8, but I'm not Angelina
But it's
Jolie.
about looks. It's about looks. So why would your personality and your education matter?
I'm just adding that in, and I am still on the point. Yeah, I would think I would be an 8 in most men's eyes if
Just-
they were all like 100 men rated me. Yeah, I would.
Can we? You mentioned like related to looks. You have a more curvy body. Can we break down the looks rating, your own looks rating, face and then body?
Yeah, I do have a nice. I mean, I don't think my face is pretty terrible. Like, I have a pretty nice face. I've always,
What do
if
you-
anything,
okay.
had a nice face going for me more than anything else. So I don't understand. Like, if you're not attracted to my face, that's fine. But it tends to be actually that, or like my breasts or my like waistline tends to be what most men prefer about me is my face or like my body type.
Okay. So if you had to rate your face and rate your body separately, what would the rating be?
I wouldn't rate them differently.
Well, you said your looks are 8, so is the face 8, body 8?
I would still, yeah, they're both 8s. Yeah,
But is it like body 9, face 7, or both 8?
both 8.
Both 8. Okay. What about you, Lola?
10.
So 100,000 men are in a room. You think the average rating you'll get is a 10?
You're gonna hate my answer. I truly do think that I have a very warped perception of how I look. I don't think that I really have any grasp of how other people view me. And I personally don't have any interest in knowing. So when I say 10, that is because I think that any number could be equally as likely. I wouldn't be surprised if they all said 1. I also wouldn't be surprised if they all said 10. I truly have very little idea of how I'm perceived. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So if I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, I'm gonna guess the one that I do personally believe myself to be, even if I don't know other people's perspectives.
So you couldn't,
Like,
you think 1 would be just as likely as 5?
if
Like
we're talking like statistically, I guess 5 is the most like likely because
Or
it'll
6.
average out to it. I don't know.
Well, so you can't, it sounds like you can make a determination, because you said, well, it could be 10, it could be 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if every person in that room said 10. I wouldn't be surprised if every person in that room said 1.
How? Wait, that doesn't even make sense.
I think that my beauty standards are wildly different than everyone else I interact
What
with.
are your beauty standards?
You're gonna hate it.
Okay, what? Go ahead.
I think that there are very few features that I would ever look at and find unattractive. I think it's more based on facial balance. I think that people can have features that don't work well together, but I don't think that there's any inherent feature that makes someone uglier. It just is if it doesn't work with their other features.
If they're fat.
That I don't think that I don't think that it's wrong if that affects other people's beauty standards. For me, I personally don't find it unattractive.
Yeah, how many fat people you been with?
Like morbidly obese.
The truth.
The amount of morbidly obese people I've ever known in my life are maybe 2, and they are far out of my age range to date.
You've never met anybody who's fat in your own age range? Come on.
Genuinely, I do not. Like, I can't think of people who have ever been close in my life. That, yeah.
Just like decoding all the bullshit is going to take forever. It really, Mystery, I know you're listening. Mr. Enigmatic, just do the raid. Just do the raid over to whatever. Go to sleep. We have a debate tomorrow. Just do the fucking raid. I already know, you poor guy. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Okay. What about you? 100,000 women. What do you think they rate?
In the
you?
West, probably a 6. I'd go down.
What about in?
I think Asia's a strong 8.
But are you Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese?
Oh, I'm Taiwanese.
Taiwanese. Okay.
See, that
All right.
makes more sense. That's more reasonable. That's rational.
Okay. Well, Kate.
I would say if it's compared to other influencers, probably like an 8, maybe a 7 even. But if you compared me to just 100 average women in a Texan Walmart, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is that, like, it's hard to beat you up on a beauty standard because you're one of the most famous Twitch streamers, sex workers, whatever.
Sure, it's like the value, the net worth
it's
from
very
being
very
attractive
difficult to
kinda
be like, oh,
justifies-
30 million fucking dollars worth of men seem to uphold that as a
Right.
beauty standard. So it's really hard to disagree with that. But I mean, man,
Yeah.
some of these answers were really fucking bad.
What about you?
I think 100 men would rate me.
100,000.
100,000 men would rate me like either a 6 or a 7, and I'll say 6.
Wow, I'm okay. There were some little high estimates, I think.
Everyone, let me know down below if you agree, but basically, I think this entire panel is just utterly delusional. The only one, like Andrew Wilson mentioned, that has any real backing is Amaranth, because she's got the money to prove it. You know, if guys are willing to spend their money, look, that's a better metric than basically anything else. So the fact that she's a multi-$10 million, rich woman based solely on how she looks, like, it's hard to argue that, you're a 5 or a 4. Like, no, at this point, like, that you can use societal beauty standards and that money to justify her rating. But everyone else, especially the one in the corner, who, like, she literally admits to being delusional, living in her delusion, and being okay living in her delusion. This woman doesn't want to know how she's viewed by other people. Well, consider yourself alone forever, because if you don't know how society and other people view you, you don't know how to move. This is the delusion of these modern women, that they just want to up and choose whatever they want to believe, irrespective of all the evidence. Because if you were as good as all of you say that you are, then why are you all still single? Like, why don't you have, great relationships to show? It's because you're not actually the thing that you think that you are. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say, going off on this extremely delusional panel of these feminists for refusing to live in reality. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.